the newly appointed chairman to come and take the seat to preside this event, please. We have also got General Secretary of Human Rights Commission, Sir Rafal Wasik, who has come from all the way from Poland. And we are honored and privileged, and we warmly welcome you, sir. Can you please come and take the seat next to our chair? Our another star, rising star, and I'm sure everyone knows because this is the star who's been behind all this event, and I would like to congratulate Nahid Iqbal. Can you please take a seat next to the chair? Nahid Iqbal has also been appointed as a Vice President of Supreme Council Human Rights Commission. We are lucky that tonight we've got more than 20 delegates from all over the world. Obviously, I won't be able to accommodate all of them on stage, but I would request Paul Montana to please come and take a seat at stage. We have another very important ambassador to Human Rights Commission, all the way from South Africa, Samuel Fidelis. Can you please take the seat on stage, sir? I must say, all the guests are our VIP guests. No one is less than any other, and no one is superior than any other. But obviously, we've got some arrangements, and we have to follow the program as instructed. Now, this conference is taking place first time ever in London. And me personally, as a local councillor for London Borough of Ealing, I'm so excited that this happened in my own constituency. And I have requested our Mayor of Ealing, Councillor Simon Woodruff, to come and formally open the conference. Can I request Councillor Simon Woodruff, the worshipful Mayor of London Borough of Ealing. Before the worshipful Mayor starts welcoming, can I ask Gabriel from America to come and take a seat on stage, please. Gabriel? Naseem Malik from Sweden. Can you come to the stage as well, please? think we are full now. Okay, can I request our worshipful Mayor of London Borough of Ealing to formally open this conference.
Thank you very much, Munir. Thank you. First of all, I'd just like to apologise. Normally mayors have lots of chains and regalia and stuff. I was at a function yesterday afternoon and my driver went off with the ropes and chain, and he's got a day off today and he didn't realise this was happening. So somewhere in London he's driving around with my chain. But, I want to apologise. However, my good friend the Mayor of Barking over there, do you want to stand up? Just has come with a. If you want to see a mayor with a chain, then my friend the Mayor of Barking's got one on. So I apologise about that.
Queen's is it not the Queen's borough?
Sorry?
Ealing is not the Queen's chosen borough?
Well, I hope it is. I didn't know about that, but
It's a garden borough.
it's a. I hadn't actually heard that one, but it's welcome to Ealing anyway, which is a magnificent. I hope you like Ealing. We've got two councillors. We've got Councillor Ahmed, one of the local councillors, Councillor Tariq Mahmood over there. They are both local councillors in very well. This is. I hope you like this venue. It's a terrific venue. It's just been rebranded recently, but it's wonderful glitter. I know you get great hospitality, and the food is terrific as well. So I don't think you could have a better place to have your conference. As I say, welcome to it. Unfortunately, if I had my chain, I would be showing the eagle. The Polish eagle is actually on the chain, but unfortunately, you'll have to come up to the Mayor's Parlour some other time and I'll show you. Well, I hope you have a wonderful conference. You know, human rights is something dear to all our hearts, and we need to keep talking about it and keep promoting it. So anything that promotes it, then I think that's terrific. I hope you have a great conference. I hope everything wells, and I hope you enjoy being in the wonderful London Borough of Ealing. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Councillor Simon Woodruff, the Mayor for London Borough of Ealing. Well, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we've got here politicians, lords, businessmen, community leaders, and we've got basically cream of the cream here. And this is what the message we are sending to the world, that we can do anything when we are doing with good faith. And we've got a representation from all over the world here, and this is the message we want to send to the whole world. And when they leave from here, when they go back, they will remember this, and they will remember that we here in UK have the ambition to make a difference in not only our community, but in the world. Now, before we move forward, we've got sponsors who have contributed toward this event, and they are obviously backbone of the event. And our Vice President, Supreme Council, Nahid Iqbal, has been liaising and working day and night. So can I request Nahid Iqbal to come and thank formally all the sponsors who are part of this conference, please. Nahid Iqbal.
Thank you so much, Munir sir. I would like to say, everybody, thank you for coming here. My distinguished guest, my honorable chairman, my honorable Secretary General Sir Rafal. With your permission, I can say thank you to everyone who's supporting and sponsoring this event, because without you guys, it can't be possible at all. Mr. Munir said, I worked really hard. Actually, we all worked really hard, all my team, worked really hard. We worked days and nights for this conference and make this conference successful. I would like to say thank you to my sponsor who helped me for this event, which is Saki, and they sponsor and they're supporting throughout the last 4 or 5 weeks. They're supporting as well and they're sponsoring as well. I would like to say to utility experts, I would like to say thank you to Nawab. I would like to say thank you to film, media and art. I would like to say thank you to China Grill, UK Law, Surya Foundation. Surya Foundation is one of the best foundations who working for the humanity, and I would like to say thank you to the owner of the Surya Foundation, and she works so hard with us. Thank you to Must Magazine, Sultana, Accident Claim Helpline, and Sana Food. So everybody, thank you so much. I'll give it to Manipal.
Thank you, Nahid. Thanks for naming all these sponsors who have contributed to this event. We've got guests from all over UK. We've got dignitaries. We've got very important personalities. But one person that I would like to mention is Nadeem Iqbal from Bristol, who is other half of Nahid Iqbal, who has also come here. Thank you, Nadeem. Because while Nahid was working day and night, Nadeem was looking after the household responsibilities. So can I have a round of applause for Nadeem, please? Ladies and gentlemen, we formally need to ask General Rafal to nominate Mr. Javed Malik as a chairman of Human Rights Commission. So I'm not sure if you will be able to express in English. If not, you are most welcome to say in Polish, because this evening, and specifically Perivale, has got the majority of Polish community in the UK. But unfortunately, we haven't got much representation here. So can I ask General Rafal to formally nominate Javed Malik as a chairman of Human Rights Commission?
Welcome. I'm very sorry, I know very speaking English. My advisor translate my Polish. Witam wszystkich, bardzo dziękuję za przybycie wszystkich ludzi z całego świata.
On behalf of Rafa, first of all, I welcome the people from Eastern Europe that will understand Rafa, and for the rest of you, I'll try to translate as best as I can, and as humbly as I can. Not very good at being humble.
Ja obiecuję, że do końca roku będę mówił biegle po angielsku, więc będziemy rozmawiać wszyscy razem lepiej.
Before the end of the year, Rafa promises to speak decent English, as will my wife, and I hope he won't need me anymore to translate.
Ja może przybliżę historię IHRC.
He would like to forward to you the history of the International Human Rights Commission and how it went, how it began, and where we are now. I think it would be easier if we sat down and... Or can you give us a set of one? I just asked him if he's going to speak for a long time or if this is going to be 2 minutes, because I suppose we should sit down in front of the microphone.
5 lat temu na Ukrainie zarejestrowaliśmy nowe IHRC.
5 years ago, we registered the new IHRC in the Ukraine.
Powodem było spotkanie ludzi z całego świata, ze Stanów Zjednoczonych, z Ukrainy, z Polski, z Wielkiej Brytanii, Japonii.
This was founded really through meetings with certain organizations from all over Europe, the US, Eastern Europe, England, Europe, and so on.
Było to powodem bardzo złej poprzedniej działalności jednej z organizacji IHRC w Azji.
And we realized that we were fighting against some really bad reputation, which even today, I think even today we've gotten some very bad press, which makes everybody consider whether we want to be a part of this.
W odróżnieniu do innych osób, IHRC to moje hobby.
Beside perhaps some of the people here, Rafał's mission here is more than it's a cause. It's a purpose and it's a cause. He would like to say hobby in Polish, but it's the wrong word to use because it's a purpose.
IHRC to nie jest moja praca, to jest to, co lubię robić każdego dnia. Codziennie zajmuję się całkowicie innymi rzeczami. Dla wyjaśnienia, dla pracy... Na Ukrainie zajmujemy się biznesem naftowym.
In the Ukraine, we take care of petrol business.
Oprócz tego jestem generałem brygady Międzynarodowej Policyjnej Korporacji.
Apart from that, he's a general. Thank you. Apart from that, he's a general. Disrespected all over, of the commission disrespected
No worry.
of a commission that works all over the world. And by now I have found out that it is.
I w Szwajcarii Specjalnej Agencji Bezpieczeństwa Publicznego.
And we are registered in Switzerland for a Special Commission for Public Safety.
Dlaczego w 2014 powstał IHRC? Aby pomóc ludziom, którzy pracowali przez wiele lat na tą wspaniałą ideę.
In 2014, this commission was formed to help people that had this mission and to help.
IHRC ukraińskie obecnie pracuje ze wszystkimi grupami sektorowymi Organizacji Narodów Zjednoczonych.
IHRC registered that the Ukraine is working with the United Nations.
UNDP, OCH, UNICEF. Okay. Pracujemy.
I think those are international standards that you understand.
W 2017 roku postanowiliśmy o rejestracji Fundacji IHRC w Czeskiej Republice. I zarejestrowaliśmy też IHRC w Wielkiej Brytanii. Dlatego Państwo jesteście tutaj, ponieważ jest to początek budowania nowej federacji. Ponieważ musimy skonsolidować wszystkie tego typu organizacje IHRC w jedną wielką federację.
I suppose we can use the international smaller units into an international unit that we can really do something and we can build something we're proud of.
Sama federacja podzielona jest na 7 regionów.
The federation is divided into 7 regions.
To jest cała duża sieć fundacji, organizacji, stowarzyszeń na całym świecie.
It's a chain of organizations all over the world. Sorry, it's a chain of organizations all over the world that will cover, and can I say something? Because I've seen the plans, and I think we will be really, you know, they said the sun never sets on the British Empire. I think we can do this. with our commission.
Tu na sali jest jeden z współzałożycieli, reszta nie mogła przylecieć, pan Andrzej Pietras, który razem ze mną rejestrował IHRC Ukraina. Podatek.
That's one of the founders. Andrzej Pietras, he's one of the founders and lead this from the get-go. Polish.
Tam wspólnie na Ukrainie dokonaliśmy rzeczy niemożliwych.
In the Ukraine we made some things, some impossible things, we made them happen.
To IHRC
The IHRC,
było inicjatorem mińskich spotkań.
it was the initiator of the meetings in Minsk.
W Mińsku prezydenta Poroszenki, pani kanclerz Angeli Merkel
When Poroshenko, Merkel
i pana prezydenta Putina.
and Putin, they made the meetings happen and made some things work out.
To my żeśmy współorganizowali korytarz humanitarny, który miał zatrzymać wojnę domową na Ukrainie.
We made a tunnel available to stop the war in the Ukraine,
To IHRC
which was, can I say something? Which was one of the biggest, they stamped the grounds of human rights. Because there was no, during this thing, there was victims all over the world. We talked about Libya, we talked about other things, but there was something really special, I think, in the Ukraine.
To IHRC pierwsze na świecie miało odwagę wyjawić ilość najemników, którzy walczyli na Donbasie na Ukrainie.
We were the first ones to show the amount of mercenaries, and I don't know if anybody knows about mercenaries, perhaps you do, in the world that were brought into the Ukraine.
To IHRC pierwsze
The IHRC identified them for the first time, how many mercenaries there are in the world, and fighting forces, and I know a lot about this, if I can take this.
To IHRC pierwsze dokonało rozmów z premierem Serbii dokonujących zmian w legislacji prawa serbskiego.
And the first talks with Serbia about Serbian rights.
To prawo mówiło jasne, kto z obywateli walczy za granicą bez zgody państwa.
And the Serbian rights were one of the biggest forces, the mercenary forces in the world, okay? One of the biggest mercenary forces in the world. And the question was asked, who's fighting for money, and who's fighting for rights, and who's fighting, because when you have no choice in the world, sometimes you just fight.
Tak, 5 lat więzienia, kto organizował 10 lat więzienia.
5 years of fighting, 10 years in prison for being a mercenary.
Przekazaliśmy pełen raport oficjalny do rządu Ukrainy w sprawie walczących najemników z Francji, z Serbii, z Niemiec, z Australii, Słowacji.
And we provided a whole report on the amount of the French forces of, you can't imagine, I think, because I'm an army person, first of all, and you can't imagine how many people there are in the world fighting mercenaries. When you can't do anything else with your life, you will fight, because it pays your bill at the end of the day.
Przekazaliśmy raporty do
And we
organizacji.
gave the report, because it's a lot easier. You get your paycheck and so on, and you will fight for any country and for any cause.
I wyjawiliśmy prawdę, pierwsi na świecie wyjawiliśmy prawdę, dlaczego jest wojna na Ukrainie, dlaczego ci ludzie walczą.
And we found out why there's the war in Ukraine and why they're fighting.
Dostaliśmy za to specjalne podziękowanie z nadzwyczajnej państwowej służby Ukrainy.
We've gotten thanks for this from all the world. Do you know why? Because those people are fighting. It's like people going to church. If you want to join the army, if you want to fight, you'll fight for any cause that will pay your dinner check, pay your lunch. And I think identifying them and those people, and I've been a very big part of this, and that's why I think I'll be in addition to this, that we can identify them.
To IHRC było obserwatorem wyborów prezydenckich, parlamentarnych, lokalnych.
They were also the observators at the voting polls for the Ukraine, for the voting polls in the Ukraine.
To IHRC było negocjatorem zatrzymania konfliktu w 2015 roku w Macedonii, Kumanowa.
We stopped the conflicts in Macedonia in 2015.
I to IHRC prowadzi szeroką edukację w Kosowie przez ambasador Elvanę Szalę.
And we're continuing the education of people in Kosovo.
To IHRC prowadzi zajęcia terapeutyczne ludzi ze stref wojennych.
And we're trying to protect people during the wars, the war zones.
W Izraelu.
In Israel.
Nasza organizacja ma otwarte wszędzie drzwi.
Anybody in Israel from Israel here? Or from the...
Nasza organizacja musi być neutralna.
We have to stay neutral.
Ja, przyjeżdżając do mojego przyjaciela
When we arrive at our friends,
pokazałem mój paszport.
he showed his passport.
W tym paszporcie znajdowała się wiza Pakistanu,
He showed his visa from Pakistan
Bahrajnu,
and Bahrain,
numer rejestracyjny Emiratów Arabskich,
and the registered address in the Emirates,
Jordanii i innych krajów arabskich.
and
Pomimo
other
tego,
Arab countries.
pomimo tego kraj Izrael nie wpuszcza. Dlaczego? Dlatego, że walczę o prawa człowieka wszystkich ludzi na świecie.
And because of this, I'm fighting for human rights all over the world, and we don't want to.
Jeżeli nie stworzymy
If we don't,
organizacji bez polityki,
if we can create a union that is above politics
organizacji czystej,
and a clean organization,
świat, który w tej chwili podąża w złym kierunku, nie zatrzyma się.
and the world that's going in the wrong direction, we can turn it around.
Nowe IHRC, nowa federacja
The new Human Rights Commission
kieruje się słowami, moimi słowami. Ja myślę,
is dependent on Rafael's words,
bo to, co robimy dziś, robimy dla pokoleń.
and because what we're doing today, we're doing for the next generations.
Więc bardzo proszę Was wszystkich tu zgromadzonych
We ask for everybody that's here
o pomoc dla mnie i dla mojego teamu,
for Rafael and for his team and for everything we're doing,
aby budować lepszy świat dla pokoleń.
and to build a better world for the next generation.
Aby nasze pokolenia nie żyły carpe diem.
That we're not going to live for the carpe diem.
I w tym celu, tworząc federację, bardzo dyskutowaliśmy długo, bo tu jeszcze na sali jest fundator IHRC New York.
But you know what? Can I tell you something, Rafael? Carpe diem is not such a bad thing. I think we need all to carpe diem. Do you understand the meaning? I think we all need to seize the day and do something. Because if not, we shouldn't be here. Carpe diem, seize the day and go and do something. Do something more important.
Zaraz będę kończył.
He'll finish this.
Tu jest kolejny chairman IHRC United States of America, Gabriel Bertonazzi, który też dołączy do federacji.
Thank you very much, everybody, for coming over here. The really event, we are the first event here. It's nomination. Rafael, they're going to give you the swear to Javed and Malik. This is the best important thing we're going to do tonight. Please, Javed, please.
Sorry. Just one of her friends still in. Can you
Come this side. This in front.
in the middle?
In the middle.
This is very important nomination. He's first chairman IHRC Federation, chairman all IHRC of the world.
That is very important. Tonight we're going to nominate Chairman, International Federation, Ambassador at Large, Javed Malik. Thank you, sir. Javed Malik. Thank you. Next one, we're going to be a nomination to the Vice President, Supreme Consul, Ambassador at Large, Excellency Javed Iqbal. President of India. Next one.
My camera, please. Here. Thank you.
Next one, Excellency General Rafal Wasik, going to nominate Excellency Javed Malik, Ambassador at Large, Pakistan and Kashmir.
Yes, yes.
Congratulations.
Stay there. My camera, please.
Anybody else? Okay, now we're going to say some words. The chairman, Mr. Malik. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, all the ambassadors, all from all over the world, for supporting me and in my favor to appoint me the chairman of the International Human Rights Commission Federation of the World. Special thanks to General Sir Rafal Wasik, who has done a great job with his team all over the world, especially in Poland, and also he has established so much work around the world in regions like Africa, regions like Asia. He's been doing a lot of humanitarian work, and he's the one who is raising his voice for the human rights. A special thanks to, again, General Rafal for his kindness and giving me the opportunity to be the chairman of the Federation. I promise I will give my best for this noble cause, even I have to give my life for it. Thank you.
Thank you. She can do it. Okay, can you take your chairs, please?
Ja chciałem dodać jeszcze parę słów.
Rafał wanted to add a few words at the end of this.
Ponieważ chairman Javed będzie zajmował się reprezentacją organizacji na zewnątrz.
Because the chairman will take care of the organization on the outer periphery.
Będzie skupiał wszystkie organizacje Human Rights w jeden punkt, w jedną federację.
He'll concentrate on uniting the whole federation into one single internationally realized, internationally accepted union, which I think is for all of us here the idea.
Ja natomiast jak zawsze zajmę się sprawą techniczną.
Rafał will take care, as always, of the technical union.
Dla mnie najważniejsza jest praca na dokumentach. Słowa są ulotne, dokumenty zostają.
Rafał will take care of the technical, of the practical, because words come in there, but the documentation and what we have, that's what will stay, and that's what counts. If I can say something for myself, that's what counts for me. Everything that's left on paper and everything that we have and all the fake issues that we have, that we can be something that causes something that we can be proud of, that's Rafał. And this guy has really done something, has really built something from very humble, taking over an organization, as I believe, that was at its low. There's something that he can do, that he can take over. Nobody else will do this, really. And that's the paperwork, that's the bureaucracy all over the world, from doing the bureaucratic to doing the diplomatic. He can do it, he can pull this off. He's put his heart into it, and I hope we can stand up and really give an applause to Rafał.
Ja chciałem przedstawić jeszcze jedną osobę,
You want to introduce just one person?
która jest na tej stali. Jeden z fundatorów IHRC w Czeskiej Republice, Władysław Tesari.
One of the founders of the Czech Republic.
To jest
Founders and one of the origins of.
To nam razem udało się przeforsować, zarejestrować prawdziwe IHRC w Europie.
Because they really managed, the two of them, to push this through.
To my razem opatentowaliśmy dla bezpieczeństwa znak IHRC w Europie.
Because we managed through. I think they managed, it was a really long road to get to the point that they're at.
To tylko po to, żeby zrobić porządek na świecie z różnymi fejkowymi organizacjami.
Just to get rid of all the fake news, as we know what happens now, right? To get rid of the fake organizations, fake news, and everybody is going to underwrite themselves to this commission.
Today start tabula rasa. Biała kartka, white.
Today we have the carte blanche. Whatever we make of this, we'll make of this. For me, it was this morning. I have my own life. I do a lot of things. I can probably be a big addition to this commission. And this morning, Faisal of Jordan called me, and he said, "What are you doing with this?" Because there were some unnecessary posts that were really unnecessary.
Na tej sali też są przedstawiciele pierwszej oficjalnie, legalnie zarejestrowanej ambasady w Niemczech, IHRC.
And today, meeting you, and meeting a few people at the table, we can also decide that I want to be a part of this, and really we can make something really big of this.
Na tej sali znajdują się przedstawiciele oficjalnie zarejestrowanej ambasady IHRC.
And there are a few people here that are officially registered in Germany at the German diplomatic community.
This is team IHRC embassy in Germany. This official registration. Na sam koniec chciałem dodać, aby nie zanudzać długo,
And then he doesn't want to carry this on too long.
że do końca roku uporam się z procedurą paszportów dyplomatycznych laissez-passer.
By the end of the year, we'll try to do laissez-passer, diplomatic passports for all those involved.
W 2014 roku już zacząłem
In
tą drogę.
2014, he started this procedure.
Jestem po certyfikacie ICAO, ISO
We have the ICAO and the ISO certification.
i po profesjonalnym projekcie paszportu wykonanym w GP Litwa, w wytwórni papierów wartościowych.
And we're printing everything in Litva, the Latvian Republic, I suppose, maybe, that the passports will be printed there.
I też posiadamy umowę na pełną personalizację tych paszportów w Ministerstwie Spraw Wewnętrznych i Administracji Litwy.
And we're also doing in Latvia the full personalization of its passports and documents that will be officially legal all over the world.
Sam projekt paszportu kosztował 45 000 euro.
The passport project, just for the way the project will look, just was 45,000 for the design of the passport.
Ale chciałem Wam zapewnić, że do końca roku wypuścimy numer 1. Powiedz, że do końca roku wypuścimy numer 1.
By the end of the year, we'll have passport 001.
No, after me. Go on, after me.
Wszystkie
All the
momenty reprezentacyjne od dnia dzisiejszego spoczywają na jednym człowieku.
from today, all the functional areas of this commission that depend on one person.
Tak jak wspomniałem, IHRC to moja pasja.
Rights Commission is his passion, but I think it's his job.
Ja się zajmę pracą, biznesem, a Chairman Javed zajmie się budową Wielkiej Federacji IHRC.
He'll take care of the work, of the background, and he'll take care of uniting a world commission. So, can we give a hand?
I think he deserves a standing ovation for Mr. Rafal, all of his work. He's Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless everyone.
Thank you. Can you take your chairs, please? Okay, no, we haven't finished yet. Can I have silence, please? Okay,
I just wanted to, somebody that's a huge part of this, Sam Fidelis, I would like him to have a short word and to introduce himself. And also to be appreciated because we somehow missed him, but he's a very big part of this. And he's a very special guy. And finally, I don't need to translate.
We can try.
Good evening to everybody. Good evening.
Can all the ambassadors who have come from other countries come and sit on these chairs, please? Distinguished guests, I would like to inform you that we've got a very important personality here who I wanted to give a surprise. Our hero Javed Malik, who has been playing cricket in the 80s and 90s. Javed Malik was actually my hero. Even though Imran Khan hijacked the World Cup credit, but the World Cup winner was the team, and Javed Malik was one of the major role player in that team. So please give big hands to Javed Malik once again. Okay.
One more time, good evening to ladies and gentlemen. In honor of my General Secretary, who is with us tonight, our Chairman, our newly appointed Vice Chairperson, the Mayor of this beautiful town where we are, and the other mayors also on my left-hand side, and all the distinguished guests that are here tonight. All protocol observed. I've been to London some years back, and I've been to 55 countries around the world. And I came back to London now after 10 or so years, and I must say the weather has been kind to me. I come from a very small town in South Africa, almost in the same area where our late President Dr. Nelson Mandela comes from. In my culture, only uneducated people talk when somebody is addressing them. And I'm an African. In my culture, only uneducated people speak when they are being addressed to. Because our greatest leader taught us something very powerful. He said, if a man does not respect himself, you can only see him in the midst of other people, how he behaves. These were words from Dr. Nelson Mandela. We have a great opportunity as a people to make a difference. I'm inspired by great leaders and all the ambassadors that have come from different nations who have a heart to make a difference in the lives of other people. The challenge of poverty, the challenge of inequality is not only in Africa, but all around the world. There's a cry around the world for true leaders to begin to rise up. And we look up to some of you that are in these great nations, like UK and others around the world. We have had the privilege of going to school, the privilege of experiencing democracy. And we appeal to you that as you, some of you tonight, consider to become part of this great organization, the world is looking up to you. One leader said, the richest place in the world is not the diamond fields of South Africa, or the richest place in the world is not the gold fields that are found in Zimbabwe, or the oil fields that are found in Afghanistan and other areas, in Kuwait and all the other areas. He says, but the richest place in the world is the graveyard. Because in the graveyard, there are books which were never written. There are songs which were never sang. In the graveyard, there are artists who never had a chance to draw their pictures. There are books which were never written. I want to encourage you tonight that as we become part of this great organization that is led by our chairperson and led by our general secretary and all the team that is here tonight, let's endeavor to die empty and to make a difference in somebody's life. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Samuel Fidelis. What a beautiful speech. We are used to listening to typical, usual speeches where we make allegations, we talk about others. But it's beautiful to hear today that we are talking about what we can do, how we can make difference, and how we can improve and make changes in our lives and in the lives of others. Nelson, are you going or you're here? Yeah, I'm going to invite you to say a few words. Yeah? So, like myself, you also go to different events, and I'm sure you must have noticed the difference that here tonight we are not talking about the negativities of others, but we are talking about what we can do, how we can make difference. Now, I have been given authority to make few changes to our program because we've got lots of ambassadors, and I think it's more important we listen to our ambassadors who have come from all over the world rather than speaking ourselves. We've also got some entertainment. I'm not sure whether I will be able to accommodate or not. We've also got here today one of the PTV personality, those who, I mean, it's not something of my time, but I'm sure it was very popular TV program, Anikwala Jin. The personality who played Charlie Mamu role, Asad Bhandara, is also among us tonight. Javed Malik and Asad Bhandara actually came with 1 day's notice, and I'm really grateful to them for giving us this honor and opportunity to meet them. I wanted to ask Javed Malik to give a speech, but he said I can play cricket, but I can't give speech.
Yes, true.
Now, before we go to our next segment, I don't know if Selina is listening to me. I think it's better we give a bit of entertainment before we move to the next segment, so that moods can be lightened as well. Where is Nahid? Yeah. Yeah, we can move it. Can we move this a little bit behind if your mics are not in the way? Because we've got a group of entertainers who are about to enter and perform their... So the distinguished guests, if you don't mind, we need to push this table a little bit back, so if you can please... Supreme Council Nahid Iqbal is very expert on organizing events, and I'm thankful to her for putting some of the entertainment in between to lighten the mood. We've got Selina Mughal and company who are going to perform in few minutes. Selina, can you hear me somewhere?
They're ready.
Are they ready? The second part of conference will continue after the performance. Mr. Ijaz Mahmood, can you also take the seat on conference table, please? Ijaz Mahmood. Anywhere on the table.